Imagine that you're running through the woods. It's pitch black, the trees look like monsters, and you can't see where you're stepping. Sweat drips down your forehead, stinging your eyes, making your vision blurry. Your heart is beating so hard, you feel it thumping in time with the stomp of your feet. You don't know where you're going, only that you need to run, because something is chasing you. It's bounding after you, snarling, saliva dripping down its teeth. You feel fear. You feel it all over your body. Your legs are shaking now. You stumble over tree roots. You see things that aren't there, but you're almost to the end. At the last second, you trip, and the thing chasing you, it's almost there. It's almost to you. As you lie on the floor, you squeeze your eyes shut, and you can feel the monster's hot breath in your face. Your heart is beating so hard, it feels like it's being torn out of your chest. And then, it's not real. You're not running through the woods, being chased by some monster. You're sitting on your couch, and you're reading a book. Well, why does this happen? Why, when you read, do you feel what the narrator is feeling sometimes? It's because reading is linked to empathy. When you read, the area of your brain responsible for senses lights up. So when you read, you are literally experiencing what characters are feeling. Ultimately, this is linked to empathy. This is known as the losing yourself phenomenon. And it's when you're so immersed in a book that you feel what characters feel. A study was done questioning this relationship between reading and empathy. The study gave participants either a fiction or nonfiction excerpt to read. They were able to fill out a questionnaire with 3 provided responses. 1, while reading the text, I was emotionally connected to the characters. 2, while reading the text, when a character succeeded, I felt happy, and when they suffered, I felt sad. And 3, I felt sorry for some of the characters in the text. This is the graph showing the results of the study. The line going upwards represents the fiction condition. It shows that as time went on, empathy levels increased among the readers. These results were taken directly before the participants read the excerpt, directly after they read, and 1 week after they read. So the highest point on the graph shows up to a week after these participants read the excerpt of the book. This means that as more time went on, participants had empathy levels increase. This proves that by reading, you are increasing empathetic skills over time. Not only does reading affect the way you feel, it affects your attitudes towards certain groups of people. A study was conducted on young Italian students where they were given an excerpt from a Harry Potter book to read, connecting to a stigmatized group. One was from a positive standpoint, and the other was from a negative standpoint. After reading, the students could choose to identify with either the positive main character, Harry, or the negative one, Voldemort. The study found that when students chose to identify closer to the positive main character, Harry, their attitudes towards marginalized groups improved. This study shows that reading could potentially prevent discrimination starting at an early age. Well, if this is true, then why hasn't anything changed? Why does everybody still hate each other so much? It's because empathy rates have been generally declining within the past 20 years, and it's because people don't read anymore. Children and teens find themselves pressured by teachers and parents to read the books that are provided to them. The joy of reading has been taken away from them. Additionally, children and even teens spend all their time on social media. Social media has replaced empathy, and it has left everybody feeling less. I am in no way an exception to this. When I was a child, I was infatuated with books, and I would always have my nose in a book. It became such a problem that at family events, I would not be allowed to bring any books because I would just sit there, read the whole time, and not talk to anybody. This habit lasted with me until about 8th grade when I got my phone. Reading wasn't something that disappeared immediately. It left me slowly until one day I woke up and realized I hadn't picked up a book in months. I was confused. I tried to retrace my steps, and it came to me. Every day when I wasn't busy, I wouldn't be transported, and my heart wouldn't beat any faster. I would sit on the couch, and I would scroll through endless videos for hours. I would be on social media, emotionless and numb, save for the occasional laugh. Social media had taken away my empathy. It might sound like a stretch, but it's true. A study was done on over 1,000 Americans where they were asked to self-estimate how often they checked social media. They were then asked to describe various qualities, such as trying to take other people's perspectives and feeling other people's emotions, empathy. The study found that people who check social media more often had lower levels of empathy. Something also very interesting happened. The study found that people who check social media more often experienced a personal distress when others expressed their emotions. While this is still empathy, it is a type of empathy that does not lead to helping others when they need it. This form of empathy is called empathetic distress, and it is characterized by anxiety, discomfort, or fear. Well, here I was, trapped in this hole of social media, numb and motionless, and feeling more brain dead by the day, when something wonderful happened. I picked up a book and I started reading. Immediately, I was thrown into this world full of life and colors. The window to other worlds had unlocked, and so I threw it open and let in the fresh air. This is only my experience, but I know that every person here has had curiosity replaced by scrolling. I know that not many people read just because they want to, but I am urging you, please do. Don't just read the books that your English teacher gives you. Read because you want to. Read to feel empathy. Read to feel happy or to feel sad or because you're curious about something. But just read. Read. See strangers as protagonists in their own story, and I promise the world will unlock for you. So tonight I challenge you, go home, pick up a book, and start running through the woods. Thank you.